All right, hey, good afternoon. This is Tom Novak with Novak Weather, and bring me the news, giving you your weather update that is sponsored by Grand Casino, Mille Lacs, and Hinckley. Thank you, Grand Casino, for sponsoring this. What's going to be a cold, at least initially a cold update, and snowy update come this weekend. And not only this weekend, but I'm now starting to keep my eye on a system for Wednesday. So we'll get into that here in just a little bit. This is the visible satellite loop showing some stratocumulus clouds now that are streaming south across southern Minnesota. And yeah, beautiful skies in northern Minnesota here, but it's cold. This is Arctic air that is surging south through Minnesota and into western Wisconsin also. And yeah, that's going to set us up for some relatively cold nights and days here, not only tomorrow, but into Saturday. And it's more importantly going to set us up for snow, the way it appears on Saturday. All right, here are the temperatures now this afternoon across Minnesota. And look at this, northern Minnesota stuck in the single digits. In fact, some areas are barely making it above the 0 degree mark. Meanwhile, southern Minnesota, low to mid 30s. So a beautiful day, although breezy across much of the state. Watch what happens to temperatures as we go through the night tonight. That cold front, that Arctic front pushes through, and pretty much everybody drops into the single digits or below 0 as we head into tomorrow morning. And then we warm back into the teens tomorrow. And lows tomorrow night and into Saturday morning back down into single digits. Some areas may drop to near 0. We'll see how cold we get on Saturday morning. That still is a bit of a question mark, but yes, that sets us up for snow on Saturday as temperatures warm up to near 20 degrees in most areas. And yes, that's definitely cold enough to support snow. And not only is it going to be cold at the surface, but just above the surface, we're going to be cold also. We'll look at temperatures at about 5,000 feet in our atmosphere. Look at this. Arctic air surges into the region tonight and tomorrow. So you can see we've got Arctic air firmly in place over Minnesota and western Wisconsin. And that remains to be the case as we get into Saturday. However, getting into Saturday afternoon, look at how our winds turn to the southwest. That is warmer air along with some moisture that's going to try to ride up and over that cold dome of Arctic air. And yes, that is a perfect recipe for snow, as warm air riding up over cold air will wring out the moisture, and that's exactly what we need for snow creation, and I think we're going to get it. How much snow is going to fall? Well, looking at the computer model guidances, this is the GFS computer model guidance, American model guidance, showing snow through Sunday, and look at this. A good solid 4 to 8 inches of snow across the southern half of Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Yeah, some of those totals might be a little high, but when you compare it to other guidances like the European computer model guidance, it's not that far off. So in other words, we have a consensus here that a good 3 to 5, maybe even 6 inches of snow is going to fall across southern Minnesota, because not only does the European guidance and the GFS model guidance show that, but also the NAM computer model guidance, which is a good short-term guidance, is showing a pretty solid 3 to 5 inches of snow across southern Minnesota. And that's kind of the way I'm leaning here with your snow totals. This is from Novak Weather and Bring Me the News. Yes, I'm thinking a solid 4 to 6 inches of snow down near the I-90 corridor in southern Minnesota. That would include the Rochester, Albert Lee, Mankato areas, and maybe even as far north as the southern Twin Cities suburbs. And then around that, you can see 2 to 4 inches of snow, and this would include much of the Twin Cities metro, almost the whole state of Wisconsin. And then as you go further north of the Twin Cities, snow totals will quickly drop off, and I'm not expecting much in the way of snow up in northern Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. So those that want snow up there, I apologize. It doesn't look like that's going to happen here anytime soon, as you get blanked for the most part this weekend. Now, looking ahead, here's the river of air at 30 to 35,000 feet. We call this the jet stream. And take a look. Here's our storm system for Sunday as we get a real nice flow aloft that will create snow here in the upper Midwest. But then as we turn our attention towards next week, and more specifically late Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, look at this impressive looking trough that develops over the northern and central portion of the United States. This trough would put Minnesota in a prime area, especially southern and eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin, in a prime area for more snow, and it looks like it could be accumulating as we get into the middle portions of next week. In fact, The extended forecast brought to you by Bring Me the News, Novak Weather, and Grand Casino shows. Here's that snow, at least 2 to 4 inches, I'm thinking, over the southern half of Minnesota. Of course, not much in northern Minnesota. And the temperatures are near, maybe just a little bit below normal as we head into next week. And yeah, I'm optimistic for even more snow on Wednesday. And that may be accumulating snow. In fact, right now I'm leaning towards another solid 2 to 4, maybe even more inches of snow as we head into Wednesday of next week. All right, that's your forecast. Thank you for joining me this afternoon and evening. I hope everybody has a great night. Take care.